Hi guys. I hope you guys can see me. Let me know in the chat if you can see me and hear me, so I know I'm not just talking to myself. I'm Yamile Yemoonyah. I'm a spirit guide medium, which means I can see other people's spirit guides and connect them with their spirit guides. You can find me at spiritguides.co. That's my website, and there you can also book a one-on-one session with me. Thank you, Kelly, for letting me know that you can hear me. Awesome. So again, you can find me at spiritguides.co. There you can also book a one-on-one reading with me if there is something you're interested in. You can also click the green button below, at least on the laptop. I'm not exactly sure where it is on your phone, but it's a green button and it says book a reading. So if you're interested in one-on-one readings, like that would be personal, 60 minutes, and we can go more into depth, then click that button. So let me know where you guys are from. I want to see who's here and where you're from. I love to see how many continents we are today. Okay, Kelly from Oklahoma in the US, and Cameron from Canada, and Hiro from Japan. By the way, thank you, Hiro, on letting everyone know how this works. Hiro is my unofficial assistant during these readings. Thank you so much. Then we have Carly from Ohio. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube or FB, please click the link that's in the description, because then you'll be redirected to Crowdcast and you can actually get a reading instead of just watching this. All right, so we also have Jocelyn from Cape Town. Awesome. Africa in the house. We have Glasgow. Awesome. I love Glasgow. And we have Dawn. I'm not sure. Oh, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Awesome. All right, everyone. So again, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please click the link in the description so you can actually get a reading. Also, if there are any tech issues, please reload the page first. That solves 99% of the problems. Also, you have to know, when I do a reading for you, I will invite you on screen, and you will have to have the technical requirements to do so. In the email invitation that I sent out before these readings, there's a link that says, that explains what the technical requirements are. So, for example, you have to be, I think, on Chrome and on Firefox. Safari doesn't work, but for Safari, they have an app that you can download. So make sure that you are clear on this. All right, and we have someone else from South Africa. Hi. So there are also so this was the tech part. There are also some other things that you need to know. You might have heard about spirit guides. That's why you're obviously here. But there are lots and lots of different definitions out there. And I have my own definition of spirit guides, and I want to share that with you so we're all clear about what we're doing here. For me, a spirit guide is a being that lives in the higher realms and that is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us on our spiritual path or in day-to-day life. This can include angels. It includes ancestor spirits, the ones that you actually knew in life or the ones that are further back. It can include nature beings, nature spirits like fairies and gnomes and elves and other nature beings. It includes star beings, also known as aliens, but aliens sounds a little creepy sometimes because we're all used to these Hollywood movies that depict them in a not so favorable way. So I like to call them star beings. It also includes ascended masters, which are beings that used to be human and used to live here on Earth, but left the reincarnation cycle. Then we have gods and goddesses from all over the world, and then also power animals, also known as totem animals. So any of these can come through for you today when you get your mini reading. The other thing you need to know, oh, we have someone from Mexico. Hey. What you also need to know is that your spirit guides do not really have a physical form because they don't live in our 3D reality, but because they know that we are humans and we have a hard time communicating with energy frequencies, which is what they really are. They do show themselves clairvoyantly in a physical form. So like when I do a reading for you, I will close my eyes and then I will clairvoyantly see your guide and I will describe them to you. But no, like they don't really have whatever, like black hair or blue eyes or whatever it is. That's just a way for them to make it easy for us. The same goes for names. They don't really have names. They might have had a name if they were a human being at some point. But again, they are energy frequencies, but sometimes they will give us a name to make it easy for us to call on them, to communicate with them. However, you don't need a name. You can just talk to them. You can just talk to them in your mind or out loud, and they will be there and hear you. So again, sometimes they will give us a name. If I get one, I will tell you. If you don't get a name, don't worry. It does not mean that you don't have a spirit guide, that there are no spirit guides around you, that they don't love you, that they don't want to work with you, or any other ridiculous reason that our ego can come up with. It's just that sometimes they don't think you need a name. Then what else do you need to know? Let's see. I have my little notes here. Right. So this is the most important thing that you have to remember. Oh, wait, there's one more thing. Sorry. Even if you already know one of your guides, it might be a different one coming through. Why is that? Because if you know that guide already, you don't need me as like the in-between person to give you a message, because you can just talk to them and they can hear you and they can give you messages. The reason that you don't hear your spirit guides, by the way, is because you don't pay attention. You have to develop your sensitivity and really pay attention. And usually, actually, you do sometimes hear them or feel them or see them, but you just explain it away and you don't trust your own intuition and you think you're just making it up. But as I just explained to you, that like they use your imagination to communicate with you. So there is no, I made this up. They use your imagination. All right, so then the last thing that is important for you to know is that you get the message that you need to hear, not necessarily the one that you want to hear. You might think you want to know about your finances or your love life, but like your spirit guides might be like giving you a message that is about something completely different. So don't dismiss it. What your spirit guides are telling you is important, and it usually there is a connection to like your questions. So sit with it, think about it, don't dismiss it. And sometimes they will give you the opportunity to ask questions, and then you can ask these personal questions. But remember, like this is for your soul growth and for your spirit. This is not about like your ego. All right, and then, oh yeah, one more thing is how I work. I close my eyes. And usually my head goes a little bit to the left like this, because for me, like it feels like the information is coming from up here. So I will be like this most of the time. And then I will see your guide. I will explain to you what they look like. And then I will give you the message. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. What we're going to do now is a quick opening prayer. So close your eyes with me, please, and take a really deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Awesome. And one more time. Take a deep breath, as deep as you can, through your nose. And out through the mouth. And relax your shoulders. And one last time. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And relax your jaw, your eyes, and your ears. And now I'm going to call on my spirit guides to come and join us in this space and help me connect with your spirit guides. I specifically call on Archangel Michael to protect this space so only beings from the higher realms and only beings that are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a channel to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. Awesome. So now we can get to the main part, the messages. What I want you to do now is find the question and answer section. That is not the chat. It's something different. On the laptop, you should see it like right below the green button that says book a reading. Right under it is a section that says ask a question. I want you to type, if you're new here, if you've never had a reading from me before and you're new here, type in that ask a question section, newbie, nothing else. I don't want full sentences. I don't want questions, just newbie, because that makes it easy for me to find you. If you type a whole question or a whole sentence, it takes me way too long to read the whole thing. Just newbie. And again, don't put it in the chat, put it in the ask a question section. That's a little bit different. All right, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see, and then I'll invite you on screen. And you will get an invite. You will see the invite. You will have to accept it, and then you will get on screen. I will invite more than one person at the same time because sometimes it doesn't work out. If you get on screen and I'm doing a reading for someone else at the moment, please mute yourself so your background noise doesn't distract me while I do a reading. All right, so we're going to start with Emily. I'm going to invite you on screen. Again, you're going to get an invite. Please accept it, and then I will see you in a second. I'm also going to invite Jocelyn. And who else? Carly. All right, let's see if this works for someone who will be on screen in a minute. No one so far. Again, make sure that you are on the right browser and all of that. Okay, I'm seeing that Carly accepted and it's connecting. The same goes for Jocelyn and Emily. But I don't see anyone yet. All right, so then I'll invite someone else as well. All right, we have, I think it's Diki. I'm not sure. I'll invite you on screen as well. And we'll just keep going until it works for someone. Again, remember, you have to accept the invitation. No one yet. Well, I see that Carly, Jocelyn, and Emily, it says accepted and connecting. So it should be working. There shouldn't be any problems with your tech. All right, well, I'll just keep going. Who else? We have, oops. We have Dawn. I'm going to invite Dawn as well. Okay, Dawn is also accepted and connecting. I'm surprised that no one's up here yet. Okay, I'll wait 5 more seconds. I'm not sure how many people I can invite. Ah, yay, we have someone. Hi there. Hello, Dawn.
Hi.
Hi. Awesome. How are you today?
Great. I'm getting to a quiet room.
Awesome. Yes, that would be great.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much. Wait, that doesn't sound quiet.
No, it will be in a second.
All right. So then let's get started. So I will close my eyes and give me a few seconds to tune in, and then I will tell you what I see.
Thank you.
All right, so you definitely have a nature spirit around you. It's a male, and it's an elf. And he shows himself in a Disney kind of way. Elves show themselves like oftentimes either in a Disney kind of way or more in the Lord of the Rings style. This one is more Disney-like. So he's wearing like a little hat, and he's like almost all in green, and he's wearing like little green shoes that are like pointy at the end, and I think they actually have like little bells on top. He has pointy ears. He has freckles. And he's telling me that you are someone who is very you almost have like a nervous personality, in the sense that you can't sit long. You're like busy. You get distracted easily. You are someone you like how do I say this? You like information also, like when you look around, you take in a lot of information. You're kind of like driven in a way. I'm not sure if this like is in an ambitious sense, but like driven in a way, again, that you're not someone who sits still for very long. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see what he has to say. All right, so he's saying he wants you to meditate. He's very aware that you're, like we said, not someone who can sit still very much. So it doesn't have to be like sitting in the lotus position for an hour kind of meditation, unless you enjoy that. But it could also be like more like a movement meditation, in a sense of like running, for example, or walking in nature, but doing it with focus. Because he's saying that you're lacking focus a little bit in your life, and that you get distracted too easily from things. And that's totally fine, in the sense that it's just your personality and you chose to have this personality. But in some ways, it also is a little bit of a block when it comes to reaching your goals. So like helping your mind or training your mind to focus a little bit more is very beneficial to you. And that will help you in like lots of ways, like when it comes to your work, when it comes to your relationships, and just be like being with yourself. So again, like some form of meditation. It could also be something like Tai Chi or Wing Chun or something like that. Would also like find something that makes sense for you, but that combines like the physical with the spiritual and the mental.
Okay.
Let's see. He's also saying you like to have fun, and like he is also with you, and like he likes to enjoy himself too. And he sometimes makes you laugh by sending you funny things and things that you enjoy. And he wants you to know that when it comes to making decisions, that you should definitely go by what brings you joy, and by what brings you joy, not just like in the short term, like should I don't know, take care of my child or drink a beer. That's obviously you shouldn't like drink the beer, but in a sense of like also long term, what brings you joy in your life, what really how do I say this, brings you joy in the long term. For example, like if you have like 2 jobs and you can choose, then take the one that makes your heart sing, not the one that might give you the faster gratification. Do you have a question about that?
No, it all makes perfect sense.
All right. Then I'll leave you with that. Thank you for coming, and I hope
Thank
this
you so
supports
much.
you. You're very
Thank
welcome. All right, so let's see who's next. There's no one else yet. Okay, I'll just keep inviting people. Okay, where did we stop? I think Dawn. Okay, I'm going to invite Kelly. Again, you'll get an invite. You'll have to accept it. I'm also going to invite Motvina. I hope I'm saying your name correct. And I'm going to invite Fulufelo. Oh God, I'm butchering your names, I'm sure. But you can tell me how to pronounce it when you get on stream. And I'm going to invite Suzanne. So let's see who comes up. There, we have someone. All right.
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm glad. Fine. Thanks. And you?
I'm great. So how do I pronounce your name?
You pronounced it right. Fulfero.
Okay, awesome. And you're from South Africa, right? I saw that just in the chat.
Yes.
Awesome. I was actually invited to go there next month, and I'm still thinking about it.
No, don't think about it. Just come.
All right, we'll see. Okay, let's see. All right, I can't see your guide yet, but I do I'm getting information without seeing the guide yet. And let me see if this makes sense to you. What I'm getting is you're like in between being like an introvert and an extrovert. So sometimes you can be extroverted when you're out with people, and people will think you're like very extroverted, but in reality, you need your own time and your quiet time to just be with yourself and to regenerate. Does that make sense to you?
It's correct.
Okay. I'm getting like, when I have someone who's like introverted, I get this sign from the spirit world, and it's like a really fun one. Like I see a wall and I see someone like looking like this.
Okay.
And then I always know, oh, okay, like this person is more an introverted person. But with you, it was like, I knew it was both. So let's see. And oftentimes when people are more like quiet and introverted themselves, their guides are similar. So they kind of like hide a little bit sometimes. So then I don't see them right away. So let's see.
Okay.
All right. So you're spirit, but it's a female. She's kind of like tiny and round, more what like in Europe you would call like not a dwarf, but the other ones. Sorry, God, no, I'm like a gnome. She's wearing like a red pointy hat, but she's explaining to me that she actually looks a little bit different. But because I don't know, okay, I have to explain this. Like spirit guides can only give me images that I know, that they can only work with my frame of reference. So this is what she shows herself to me, but she says she's actually more she looks more the way that they are described where you are from. So I don't know, like I'm sure there are like stories about that, like the little people in your culture. So
I think I'm getting what you're saying.
Yeah, so look into that, like what they look like there, and that's what she really looks like. But she's definitely She's telling me that she has been with you for your entire life. She's also telling me that she's like connected to your family, so to your lineage.
Okay.
She's telling me that like in the past, in your lineage, there were people that worked as, I'm not sure what you call them in South Africa, shamans or medicine people.
Okay.
So there were healers in your family. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I am. My grandfather was.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So like this, like your spirit guide is connected to your lineage and has been working with your family for some generations already. So maybe ask, if I don't know if your grandfather is still alive, but if he is, like ask him about this, like what kind of like beings he knows about. And
No,
he,
he has already.
sorry?
He have passed already.
Ah, okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Then maybe ask around in the family, but this is like the information I get. Like there's this connection. So what I'm getting is you also have healing abilities, and she wants you to work on that. Are you aware of this, that you have healing abilities?
I had, but I think I need a lot of help in it because I have to accept it and start working on it and believe in myself.
Yes.
That's the part that I need to work on.
Yes, exactly. So this is what your spirit guide is helping you work on.
Okay.
She wants you to like realize that like when it comes to healing abilities, the same with psychic abilities, all of this is not just that you like are born with it and then you just know how to do it. You are born with like the ability, but you need to work on them in the sense of like learn about the technicalities, learn about the mechanics from people who have done this before and who know how it works. So you need to find someone who can teach you. This could be someone in your family that knows about this, or it could be some like online. It really doesn't matter. Find someone that you feel connected to, that you can learn from. And then like, because that will help you to be more self-confident and see that it really works. You will get the proof when you work with someone and you when you learn, and that will like I said, raise your like self like it will help you see that you're the real deal, basically. And so like all these doubts that are with you, you will leave them behind. So yeah, definitely go find a course or a workshop or whatever it is. Read books about it. And then this will like, it will blossom for you.
Okay.
Do you have questions about this?
No, I don't. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thanks a lot.
All right. So then we have, let's see, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hi.
Ooh. Do you have like, there's like a lot of like echo. Can you say something just to check? Okay.
Is that any better? No, that's still.
No. Do you have headphones? That usually helps.
Well, I don't have any that have a mic. If I could.
Okay. But it might still help because then it will use the mic of your computer, I think.
I think I might have had it open twice. Is that better?
Yes, that was it. Okay, much better. Thank you. All right, so let's see. All right, same for you. Doesn't show, like your guide doesn't show themselves yet, but I do get some information. The information is that you're a very, very sensitive person and a little bit shy when it comes to interacting with people, especially people that you don't know very well. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
They're also telling me that there's there is something like from your childhood, like I get a feeling that you've like been like almost been bullied by people, like in school or by children, like children that were the same age as you. Would you understand that?
Not necessarily. I didn't really have any problems with bullying growing up.
Then let me see why I'm getting this information. Okay, so I'll tell you what exactly I see. Like I see you as a younger person. I see you retreating from others because others are not treating you well. So I interpreted that as bullying, but would it make sense in another way?
Not necessarily that comes to mind immediately. As
Okay,
far
maybe.
as negative interactions with people.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting. So that's all I can tell you. Maybe like think about it. What I'm seeing is again like you, and there are like I think two, and I think it's like females that are not being nice to you and that you thought were your friends. So I'll sit with that. Maybe it comes back to you. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So, but let's see what else. All right, so what I see is like an angel. It's a female angel. She's telling me again, like you're like a sensitive person and you're a very caring person. Like you have a big heart and you like to help people.
Yeah.
I also see I see older people around you. So this could, and I'm not sure what this means. This could either mean that you work with the elderly, or that you have a special bond to them, or that there's someone around you that has like passed already and that was a family member, like a grandmother. Let me check, like, do you work with elderly people or do you feel drawn to them in some way?
Not necessarily. So I would think
Okay.
possibly family member.
Yeah. Okay. So then I get the feeling like this could be your grandmother. Do you have a grandmother that has passed?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. So this would be someone with shorter curls. White,
okay.
like all white. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of grandmothers have that, but let me see what else I can get. She would have been wearing glasses. And what I get is like that she's proud of you and that she would have been someone who supported you very much. And someone like she would have been someone who's you were close to, especially when you were younger. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I also do see the color pink around her. Was that a color that she liked, or did she have like certain kinds of clothes that were like in a pinkish color that you remember?
Possibly clothes. I think I remember some clothes, but I couldn't have said that otherwise if you hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they give us like random tidbits. Yeah, just to like show you that it's really them. Let's see if I can get something else. Yeah, again, I do see glasses.
Okay.
I do see glasses that are like a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like these, what I call like these owl-shaped glasses.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see what your angel and grandma have to say. Your grandma is kind of like pushing you a little bit to, she says like, you can be way too nice to people. And again, I don't know, like I'm getting this information that sometimes you let people take advantage of you a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I realized. It's never necessarily been bullying per se, but I do
Okay.
take advantage of it at times before I realize it.
Okay. Okay. Then that makes sense. Okay. So, and your grandma really wants you to, like, not stop being nice, obviously, but to do a little more of like self-care in the sense of like setting boundaries and not let people push you around.
Okay.
She says that that has very much to do with your self-image, the way you see yourself. You don't see your own light as much as others would see it, as she would see it, and your angel will see it. She says she wants you to like really work on loving yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more you see your own gifts and talents, and the more you see what you really have to give to the world, and the more you see like how you really help people, the more you will really be able to love yourself, and that sets boundaries by itself. And so people won't just like be able to take advantage of you anymore. And she wants you to like really look at yourself the way that she would look at you, the way she looks at you. She's really proud of you. And she says, you're such an amazing person, and you have such a big heart, and you have so much to give, and you do give a lot. And she just wants you to see that in yourself, to really love yourself.
Okay.
Your angel is also saying that she wants you to stop hiding a little bit, because you tend to hide a little bit from the world because you're so sensitive. And she understands why you're doing it, but if you hide, you can't shine your light, basically.
Okay.
Even if you were shining like the sun, but if you hide yourself, no one can see it. So take like opportunities to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Doesn't have to be huge steps, but take little steps from time to time, because that will basically make your world a little bigger and will help you to see yourself through other people's eyes, and it will give you a chance to prove yourself to yourself, not to others, but to yourself. Yeah. And the more you do that, the more you will be able to love yourself and shine your light into the world, because you are needed. You're here for a reason. You came here to help. You're not just here for yourself and for your own amusement or your own soul growth. You're here to help others. That's part of your purpose, and and you really want to fulfill your purpose. Do you have any questions about that?
Well, bringing up the purpose, I guess that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, is trying to figure out what my soul purpose is and if I'm on the right track towards it.
It has very much to do with caring, like caring for others. And this doesn't have to be in a traditional sense, like I said earlier, to work with the elderly or something. This can be just in your personal life, the way you treat your friends, the way you treat your family. It's something you do automatically. But if you want, you can also because the more conscious you are about like your soul purpose, the more you can also bring it into your work and actually make money with it. And that's what most people mean when they want to find their purpose, is like, what kind of job should I do? But no, like your purpose is like much bigger than just the job you do or what you make money with. So for you, it's very much about like caring for people, helping them.
And that makes sense, because it's not so much about job for me, because I do have a great job already that I love.
Awesome. Okay, awesome.
Which does involve caring, but for animals, not for people.
Okay, yeah, that's fine too, obviously. But it's like definitely like you're a caring person, and it's about caring for others and taking care of them. So yes, so you're definitely on the right path.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, you're welcome. I hope this helps you.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right, let's see who else is here. Okay, I'm going back. For everyone who's new, who just tuned in, go to the question and answer section. It's under the green button. It's not the chat, but a different section. And type, if you're new here and you've never had a reading from me, type in newbie so I can see you. Nothing else, just newbie. So who did we have? Okay, I'm going to invite Pablo on screen. And I'm also going to invite Diamond. And Tiffany. Let's see. Guys, not whole sentences or questions because I don't really have the time to read all of it. Just type newbie. I will do another like Q&A session where you can actually ask specific questions about like your experiences with spirit guides, your questions about like your spirit guide. But right now I'm just doing the readings. All right, here we have another newbie, which is Cameron. I'm going to invite you on screen as well. And we have Angelica. All right, here we have someone.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you from?
Canada.
Ah, awesome. Where in Canada?
Alberta. Calgary, Alberta.
Ah,
yeah.
Awesome. All right, so let's see. Wow, the spirit guides are shy today. Let's see. But what I do get is like you actually have like psychic abilities yourself. Do you know about that already?
Yeah, I recently went to a medium psychic who told me that I just have to connect into them.
Right. Actually, you're highly psychic. That's the first thing I'm getting. Don't worry if you didn't know that before. I didn't know I could do this until 3 years ago either. So let's see what else. All right, so you have an angel around you. It's a female angel. She shows herself in a like, wait, let me see. Non-traditional way. She does have like big white wings, but she's dressed in like biker garb. I think this is the second time that I have this. This is kind of interesting. So she's all like in leather, black leather and biker boots. I have no idea why. Does that make sense to you? Do you like have a motorbike or something?
No.
Oh, well, let's see. I'll ask her. Right. Okay. So she's saying she shows herself this way because she's saying that it's time for you to get on your bike in a symbolic sense and start the journey. So basically, she wants you to start really developing your psychic abilities. She wants you to take a workshop or a class or read books about it, whatever like suits you. And go on this adventure. She is going to be with you and she's going to help you and she's going to help you develop these abilities. You are also not just psychic, but you have mediumistic abilities. So there's a difference. I can explain it real quick, like when you get psychic information from someone, you're reading their aura. So you're getting it from the person that's sitting in front of you. If you are working mediumistically, there's a third component, which is like the spirit world, and you're getting the information from the spirit world, not from the client that's sitting in front of you or your friend or a family member. So that's the difference. It is said that all mediums are psychic, not all psychics are mediums. I think that sounds a little elitist, but yes, you have to be psychic to also have mediumistic abilities. But you can, like, everyone can learn this, by the way. Just like everyone can dance, but like not everyone's going to be a professional dancer. That's the difference. So anyway, like you have both. You can do both if you want to. There are some like pretty big changes ahead of you in the next few years, but nothing to be worried about. There's a change also when it comes to work. There's some kind of like switch in jobs that I see.
I just barely started a new job too.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Let's see what else. For you also, there, like your angel is saying to believe in yourself more, to trust yourself more. Again, like you also have like you have your own talents and gifts and abilities, and she wants you to believe in yourself more because that's important, so you can do the work that you came to do. Don't hide. You do have like a lot of support from the other side, not just your angel, but there's also others. I don't have the time to get into all of that, but yeah, know that you're very much supported. There's also like family members around you. And there is someone from your family lineage that had these abilities as well. Could be a grandmother or great-grandmother. Do you know about this?
No, I don't. But I have a feeling
maybe
I might know who it could be.
Okay, yeah. And also just ask around in your family. Maybe someone knows. It could be that they didn't like use it and like professionally, but that they were known for always having a hunch about what's going on in the future, or that they like had tarot cards or something like that, or would read tea leaves or whatever it is. Yeah, I think that's really it for now. Do you have a question about this?
No, I don't.
All right, awesome. Then I hope this supports you.
All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And guys, usually when like 2 or 3 psychics and mediums tell you that you have these abilities, like take it seriously. Doesn't mean that you have to become a professional, but it does mean that there's a reason that you're being told this. All right, so who do we have here? Angelica. Hi, Angelica.
Hi.
Where are you in the world?
California, National City.
Okay, awesome. I'll be there in September. Not in National City, but in California. All right, so let me see. All right, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever had this before. So what I'm seeing is an animal spirit, and it's a swan, a white one. It's actually it's interesting. It's a white swan, but I see it in the sense of, as if it's standing in front of like a really bright white light. So I see the really bright white light in the background, and the swan is standing right in front of it. So it has this glow, this almost like a halo. All right, it's talking to like it's talking about food in some way. Let me see what that is about. Like you're not eating properly. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Okay. So what I'm
literally by myself
what I'm getting
right here. That's why.
yeah, so what I'm getting is like you're not eating properly, and it's like almost like what okay, I'm just gonna say what I'm getting. Like it's almost like an eating disorder. Would that make sense to you?
Not an eating disorder, but it's hard to get food right here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm struggling. I'm in the streets right now.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. All right, so let me see. All right, so what I'm getting is like you are like God, you're like a really beautiful soul. But I do see like darkness around you, not in the sense that you are like that you are like dark or that there are dark entities around you, not in that sense, but like definitely like dark times.
I'm in the middle of madness, a bunch of mad people and violence.
Right. So what you're like this swan, what she wants you to know is like to realize that you can get out of there and you will get out of there. And this is like actually a very similar message than what other people are getting. You need to like believe in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. That's the most important thing. Like keep believing in your own light. Believe that you can like reach any goal that you set for yourself. Yes, it might be hard, but you can do it. Do not give up. Like you have like a very beautiful light. That's why I'm seeing this like really bright white swan with that's standing in front of this light. Again, you're not just here like for your own soul growth. You decided to come here to help others with your own energy, and you can do it. You're a very strong soul. You're very like you have a very pure light, and there's also an angel with you, by the way, and both of them are telling me like the main thing is like that you keep believing yourself, that you don't let anything like your circumstances put you down. Even if it's really hard, always remember like you have this like bright light and you can do whatever you want to. So, all right. So what they want you to do is like sit down and really either imagine or write it down or speak it into your phone or whatever, and imagine like your perfect life, the life that you really want to have. And then the best would be to write it down or dictate it somehow if you don't like writing, but write it down and then figure out like tiny steps that you can take every single day, like tiny steps. It doesn't have to be big, but if you believe in yourself, you can reach it. And the most important thing for you is like never giving up hope. That's really their main message, that have the hope and have the faith. And you're very strong, like you have a strong faith actually, otherwise you wouldn't have chosen this life. And even though you might think that you lost your faith, but you have way more faith than most people on this earth.
I mean, I'm aware that I have faith because that's all that keeps me going.
Yes.
Because I don't know, like, I don't know how it is to the love thing, but in my head I do.
Yes.
You know, like I didn't see it, but I feel it, and like it's kind of like a dream that I always had. You know.
Yes.
Hope.
Yes.
I mean,
and that's also like that's basically also your purpose, because like the hope and the faith that you have is something that you can like give other people as well. You are basically someone who you came here to serve by example. You show people what it's like to have hope and faith, and like this and focus on like giving other people that same hope and faith, even if it's just a little bit of it. Whatever you do when you meet someone who's in a difficult situation, and I'm sure you do, like try to like instill hope in them too. The more you do that, the more your hope and faith will grow as well, and the more it will grow in you, the easier it will be for you to realize your dreams.
I actually do that in the middle, like the violence and the gang members and stuff like that. I'm able to bring peace into that.
Awesome. Yes, exactly.
And hope, and actually some have gotten sober and stuff. But then like to myself, like I feel like scared because I'm just going by faith and hope, and sometimes it's like, I guess something's stopping me. I don't know if it's because I would want to know why my mom's rejecting me, or because my kids, the way they got taken from me. You know, like everything that was mine. Like I guess to myself, but I keep it to myself. Like to everybody, like there's hope, you know?
Yes.
There's hope regardless. But sometimes I just don't. I want to know my grandma's with me, you know, because I feel alone.
Yeah.
And I'm tired.
Well, I can't.
But I can't give up. I don't know.
No. What I can't tell you about your grandma right now. I don't see her, and I don't have the time to get into it all. But like, do know that you have like a lot of support from the other side, because you did choose like a life that's not easy. But you have a lot of support. So you're definitely not alone. And that's all I can give you right now. I really hope this helps you. Yeah, I do hope that helps you. Thank you so much for coming. And all the best for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, let's see. Who else is here? Oh, it's already, okay, I'll do one more. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we tried Pablo already, but I'll try again. Yeah, Kelly, somehow, I don't know. I tried to invite you, but that didn't work. I think I've got everyone already. Did I? Okay, if you didn't get a reading yet, if you're a newbie, like type again in the question and answers and type newbie, nothing else, please. Okay, Ray, even though you did type newbie, I'll invite you on screen. And Cindy, I'll invite you as well, even though you typed it in the chat, not in the questions and answers. All right, so you should have gotten like an invite. Tiffany says she can't access. Well, here it says you accepted and connecting. So I'm not sure what's going on your end. All right. I think otherwise I invited everyone. All right, so if it's not working, then we'll just wrap it up. So guys, if it didn't work for you today, please come back next time. And like I said, in the invitation email, there's always a link. It actually says important, please read. And there's a link that will explain exactly to you what technical requirements you need to get up on screen here. All right, well, doesn't seem to work for the last few people. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did. I hope it supported you. Also, if you haven't joined our Facebook group yet, because there you can also ask me questions. It's spiritguideschool.com that will redirect you to the Facebook group, but this is easier to remember than facebook.com/lalala. So spiritguideschool.com, you can ask me questions in the group. If you want to make sure that I read your question, you will have to tag me. Then also, again, if you want a one-on-one session, there's a green button right here that says book a reading. You can click on it and you will be able to read about all how it works and sign up there. Also, if you're a newbie, you will automatically get a discount code via email that you can use to get a discount. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Thanks again for coming and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.